Hey, welcome back, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Hey!
We're
What's
your
up?
friends.
I love Jake's impersonation of Ron Howard eating noodles.
Oh. Yes.
Just I don't have to do much. I just sit here and I.
Because I get to do my Burt Reynolds impersonation.
Oh, very
I just
good.
need a better mustache.
Yep.
Okay.
Just a
Well,
Just
very-
like Bert.
Just like Burt.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Welcome, everyone, to a chill.
Hello.
It's a chill
Hi.
stream.
Hello.
It's a cool stream.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
No, there's
We,
there's nobody in the
Whoa.
chat right now.
Oh, really? There's
No,
Hi.
there's no one.
Hello.
That's
No
okay. We
pressure.
can always edit this out.
We just have to entertain ourselves. That's the only.
We could do the
thing.
reverse three things.
Yeah, there you go.
Reverse three things.
Okay, Jacob.
Yeah.
3 things that you would use to decorate your mantle on your fireplace.
Oh, a bunch of bobbleheads of all of us.
Oh.
All of Davis's empty beer cans. And I would maybe decoupage, a few old wooden ducks with old maps. Yes,
Decoupage.
3
Ooh.
things.
3 things.
Decoupage.
3 things.
I would buy that on Etsy.
Who's behind me? It was
It's me.
it
I
was
think.
you. It was
Yeah.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
Benji. 3 restaurants in the Matrix.
The 2600. Bod's Bagels.
Love the schmear.
And ram it down your throat. 3
Ooh.
things.
Those things.
Ram it down your
Nice.
throat would also
Great
be a
date
great
night.
computer repair place.
hmm
Mm.
Let's see. Daniel. 3 apps that are $1 million ideas.
Ooh. Find my app.
Find my
I
hack
could,
my own Facebook.
Mm.
I
A
also
little security checker thing.
Mhm.
And nearest coldest slushy.
Oh,
I would use
Oh,
that
yeah.
one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
3 things.
3 things.
Really quickly, right now at this point, Maria would have an easier time logging into my Facebook than I would because she is designated as the person who takes over if I die, and I have forgotten
you can
my
do that on
password. Oh yeah, yeah. You should.
Whoa. Wait.
Turns out people dying on Facebook is like a big deal.
Yeah,
Where is that an option?
in your settings.
People use settings on Facebook?
People use Facebook.
Millennials.
Fair point.
Lizzie,
Yes.
3 famous moments in history that you would like to have been the cause of.
Ugh. The French Revolution. The Great Pirate Wars of 1843. And then the fall of England.
Which one?
Yeah, which time?
Which one hurt the most? When we had to give back all of our things after World War II because we were naughty. 3 things.
3 things.
3
Really good
things.
about that. Oh,
Hello,
Hello,
Clara.
Clara.
Welcome.
Hello.
Wait,
Clara.
Lizzie still gets to do me though.
Yes.
Okay,
Carrie,
Yes.
3 outfits that you need to wear before you die.
Oh, the swan dress that Bjork wore to the Oscars. The lady tuxedo with the pearl choker that's Shalom Har. Absolutely, Kyle. What's his face? Shiz. Oh my God, Shiz. That guy. You know?
Shiz. Oh,
yeah.
Dude, I just rewatched Shiz not too long ago, like a month ago. Yeah, classic.
And
Good old days.
It kind of hurts to watch
you,
now because.
Did you know they're making a Marcel with the shell with shoes on movie?
Yes, I did.
Did you see that? That's so exciting to me.
I'm very excited. I love Jenny Slate. I think she deserves nothing but accolades and praise, which is the same thing, but also success.
Are we back on? I think we're back.
We are back. Yes.
Yeah. Benji, so back
sorry about that. OBS crashed on me, and I had to do a quick reset. Okay. Well, Clara's first question is, how and or why did you get into improv? Hello, Allison. Ask us questions. We're doing We're doing a chat. Ask us questions in chat. So, how and / or why did you get into improv?
Y'all, honestly, it was a total accident for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took so Clifford Henderson, who does a lot of improv in Santa Cruz locally, and has for a very long time. She was our theater teacher when I was in junior high at Kirby, and we did improv as a segment. And I was like, "Oh, I've been doing this. I've been doing this in theater classes. I love this. This is fun." And that is how I got into it. Was I realized that I'd been doing it for years.
Wow.
Awesome.
One thing.
One thing.
Cool.
Daniel, I remember doing improv with you at Cabrillo when I met Davis in 2000 when I was 19, and but that was like I met both of you at the same time. And was that when you started doing improv, or did you start a different time?
Oh no, I started in high school. Sure, plenty of people knew us. Whose Line had become a big thing, so my high school, we had this thing where during lunch breaks we'd do shows. So we had like a sketch comedy show. There was a karaoke day and stuff like that. And we started doing improv there. So we started doing improv there. Obviously, take some acting classes, do some improv there, or something like that. And the reason why I stuck with it and why I enjoyed doing it was so I really like acting. And it's very easy to get typecast and stuff like that. So improv gave me an avenue to try any role I wanted to.
That's such a good point. Yeah.
See, yeah.
I've never even thought of it that way. But like, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
I don't know.
Hi.
Hi, Riddle.
Hi.
Oh no!
Damn, dude. What up?
How'd you get into improv?
She can't.
She's gone.
Oh, damn.
That's the last you see a Riddle today.
When you said I didn't want to, before you said get typecast, I thought you were going to say learn lines. Also an acceptable answer.
I got into improv, Clara, because, firstly, I didn't grow up with the TV around. So I would go to school and I'd hear people say Samurai Jack this, Powerpuff Girls this, and I've been yes and ever since, not knowing where it was going. Except for I got caught very quickly because of and the part where they went to the moon, they're like, what?
That's a good guess, though.
I mean, Samurai Jack, that'd be a pretty good guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Powerpuff Girls. I feel like there's
a good chance they might.
I feel like they must have gone to the moon at least once on that show.
Right? See, you go back and you tell Savon's, this conversation. Hey, Savon, guess what? They did probably go to the moon.
Yeah, Savon.
Yeah, Savon.
Guess who has their own YouTube show now? Savon.
Yeah,
Siobhan does. It's actually
Siobhan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, it's Savon.
Savon.
It's not spelled Siobhan.
It's a beautiful sounding name.
No. She's not a wine either. No.
So
Clara,
But-
I agree. Clara says that's badass, Jacob. So
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good.
Jacob got into improv so he could be a better liar.
So I can be a better liar. That's right.
Smart.
Well, my story is
No,
pretty
but-
similar to Daniel's, where I saw Whose Line on TV, and I was like, "This is super fun and interesting." And then there was a class offered through the homeschool program I was a member of to do improv, and so I went and I did improv, and it was super fun. And it was like, because I was raised homeschooled, like it was the first time. Like, it was an incredible outlet for imagination with other people to play off of. And we took it and we did shows and we performed in local charities, fundraisers. I went on to study improv as a form at Bay Area Theater Sports when I moved to San Francisco.
Wow, that's sick.
And that improv formed the basis for me getting into scripted acting and musical theater later on in my life. So I don't do much improv anymore, but that's the foundation for my set of performance skills. And I agree, it's super easy because you can't forget your lines when you're doing improv. And it's all about, like, the goal of working with a scene partner is to accept their offer, and so there's very little rejection to be had.
We all hate rejection.
And we all hate rejection. And so it was very affirming for, 17-year-old Benji to be in a group of people where it was all about, yes, we're accepting your offer and working with you. So that was foundational for me.
Yeah, I definitely got a lot of praise when I was a kid because I started with musical theater. And I got a lot of praise when people would forget their lines because I wouldn't say their line back, but I could think of something to help them remember their line. And I got a lot of praise for that, for doing make-em-ups. And so, yeah, I think that desire for praise and approval, and knowing that I was good at that and that I couldn't fuck it up because there weren't any lines, was why emotionally I was connected to it. And then I wasn't into Whose Line, but then I found out when I was older and I got into sketch comedy that sketch comedians started out as improv people, which is why I stuck with it forever, because I do sketch comedy now.
Yeah. See,
That's my point. Yeah, the validation, making people laugh is really validating. Like, knowing that you can be clever and funny and sharp feels like it's a really fun skill to exercise. Jacob?
It's hard.
I was gonna say, and then Lizzie, I know you're just waiting to go, baby. I know you're waiting to go next.
Oh, sorry.
So
Well, I'm a very patient person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There's a lot of I'm a very patient person, but there's underneath the table there's just a
Well, I'm British at heart.
Yeah. I was gonna say, fun fact, the movie Godfather, it was all improvised. So when Marlon Brando says, "I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse," it's because if
You're
they
talking about
said
improv.
if they were talking about improv, if they refused the offer, then the actor would have got fired. Yeah.
Is that
So there's-
that really that really is?
No,
Oh,
that's his
God.
improv.
Why have they never done a battle royale that takes place on an improv stage where if someone blocks, the little collar around their neck explodes?
Wow.
You heard it first.
Yeah. Yes. And I started improv because honestly, so I come from a weird family where both my parents were actors. My dad did his PhD in Shakespearean theater, and my mom was an actress in London. And so I was raised with it. And so I started doing improv at 8, and it was the one thing. It was the one thing that neither of my parents had ever done. So it was sort of freeing in the sense that I wasn't comparing myself to them. I wasn't, because we were all honest as actors together. So, we would give each other feedback, and I would watch their shows and they would watch my performances, and it was like a family thing that we did. But it was like, this was my space to just be me, because I'm wacky and weird and I have very strange thoughts, and that seems to work out in improv. So, yeah.
I think I would have been so jealous of your family situation as a kid.
I was a lot of privilege. Like I was really privileged in that I got a lot of acting camps and acting classes, and it was awesome.
Did you ever give your mom a bag critique, or your dad? Were you brave enough?
My dad, yeah, for sure. My mom, technically no. I mean, because it was not as easy to be fully honest always with my views on her performance. Anyway, I think there's other questions in the chat.
Oh, happy.
Let's get at them.
Let's see. Oh gosh.
Yeah, what are some? Read some out, Lizzie.
Oh yeah,
I got
a new one from Allison.
So I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Allison has a question. I'm feeling overtaken by wanderlust lately. Where would you travel to right now if you could?
Oh,
love this question. I know.
Easy. Ireland. Because you can rent a castle, and I want somebody to run me a D&D game in the castle. It'd be so good.
So freaking epic.
And maybe it could be next to Enya's castle, and then you can be friends with Enya.
I don't know.
I like how you would go far away and then just stay inside and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'd have the windows so I could see all the beautiful scenery around it.
And you know that you're in Ireland and you're in a castle, so that yeah.
Ooh.
Nope. Yeah, I've been wanting to go to Thailand recently, so I think I would go to Thailand, and I would stay in some hotels, and I would just work at some internet cafes, and just like be there by myself, get to know a few restaurants, like become like a regular at a restaurant over the course of like a month, and then like do some exploring and like get to know my area really well. That's what's been on my mind. Lord, I want to do that so bad.
Boring answer. You're already going to Thailand. Pick somewhere else.
Okay, we'll find.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pick somewhere else. Fryland, which is.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Which is northwest of Thailand, and yeah. Okay, that's a fake answer. Somebody else go.
I have a question.
Fry.
Is it made of French fries? This place?
No, but it's where French fries. All French fries are made. All French fries that you have are actually imported from Fryland.
Okay. Yep. I want to go there.
Yeah. You have to cross a boiling sea of oil to get to Fryland, of course.
That's right.
Yeah. So don't want to fall in. Unless you want to be memorialized forever, which, who knows? Not a bad idea.
I do, but not that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I got so overwhelmed, Allison, by that question because I'm actually, so I get to go places. I'm going to Burning Man, and then I come back, and I'm going to New York for my cousin's wedding, and then I'm going to South Africa to visit my family, and that's like a lot. But also, and everyone's like, oh, South Africa, and like gets me very excited, but my family lives there, so I've gone there a lot, and I don't get to travel a lot apart from visiting my family. So there's so many places I want to go. And I'm not saying I don't want to go to any of those places, but I'm going with Greece. Because I like Greek food.
Nice.
And or Malta, because actually Malta, because that seems interesting. And
a lot of places that sound like foods.
Yeah.
Greece, Malta,
Fryland.
Yummy.
Yeah.
But Greece, it's warm. There's the ocean, but there's so much history. And I was super obsessed with Greek history, especially like mythology when I was younger. And I think that would be I've been to Italy before. I would still like to go back, but I've never been to Greece, and I feel like being able to see stuff that's in Greece where I'm like, I read about this. This is great. This is where they filmed Danny DeVito and Hercules. Would be really fun.
Not
Awesome.
not Danny DeVito as the little fawn from Disney's Hercules.
No, yeah, they filmed that whole thing live action
Oh.
and then animated over it in my
Oh,
head
I see.
canon.
It was rotoscoped.
Oh.
I see. That's the
Yeah.
resemblance. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, please let that be real. Oh.
Hey, but we can do anything. We could do that if we wanted to spend the hours
True.
on it.
I would love to do that. Honestly.
There are software tools that vastly speed up the rotoscoping process, where you basically it's like an AI where you take your video and you draw over the frame in any art style you want, and then all you have to do is like some keyframes, and it will interpolate the art between the keyframes, so it is like
Oh, yes.
You can also do it
I
live through that's what I was working on with animation stuff, was you can put in like
it's
you can
a
film
mocap
your
rig.
arm movements, and then it will as you talk, it will voice to text, and then it will make the mouth move for you.
Whoa.
Wow.
Are you saying I can be skinny? Okay, that's that. I should ask you that later.
Okay, it's the first thing I always think about when I make an avatar is
Really? Because every time I make an avatar, I'm like, how fucking big can I get my character? How tall can I get my character? How big can I get my character?
Yeah.
I want to be the most.
oh,
You know,
that's
forceful.
It's all
society's
about it. It's all about that elf booty. You know,
It's all about that elf booty.
it's
What
because
is an
there's two
elf
ways there's two ways you can approach like a third person character. Either it's an idealized fantasy of the character you wish you would be, or it's the character that you want to look at because
Yeah.
you're going to be watching them run around for most of the game.
So for me, it's Hot Adult Wednesday Addams, which honestly,
Pretty close.
pretty
Yeah.
close. Lizzie, where would you go?
So there's so many. I mean, I
This
would
is like,
pretty-
as I said, I did grow up privileged.
no. Well, yes, I did, but not. I'm not. That's not. what's coming, 'cause I'm-
visit my many colonies.
Yes. Papua New
Um,
Guinea. This.
No.
Britain, what are you hiding? Just this island.
No. Okay. Not. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I am a little bit obsessed with geishas and the history of geishas and the artistry and the stuff that they learn. And so I would love to go to Japan. Also because my boyfriend also loves Japan, so I feel like it would be a really nice trip for both of us. And I really, 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 really want to like have a drink with a geisha. I think that would be super cool.
I have a new life goal, which is go to Japan with you, Lizzie, and we do a tea ceremony with a geisha, because that would be so fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Especially if sorry.
Patreon stretch goal. Your friends goes to Japan.
When we get
Yeah.
2 million,
There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to have your hair colored. So Lizzie.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
it's
so-
a
yeah,
free trip to a geisha, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'll do that. For sure. Oh man. Oh
Now
my
would you?
gosh.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Well, I have never been to Europe, so I think I would like to, do the UK, do the loop, do the college gap year loop that's the mythical, yeah. Just do the loop around Europe. Would love to go to Ireland, Scotland, Britain,
Flauns?
I am nervous about going places where I don't know the language because I don't want to be the dumb American tourist. But I mean, for completeness sake, yeah, France, Spain.
Ben,
Spain.
I feel like we're all
Spank.
maybe not Jacob, but we're a little old for Ibiza at this point.
We're not even close to tan enough.
Yeah, no way.
I will never be.
I could pass for 32.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. No, quick on the uptake.
Yeah.
In terms,
Yeah, sure.
I've always wanted to go to Antarctica.
Oh yeah.
I think it just seems
boom.
it just seems like such a otherworldly place. I think it would just be interesting to get off the plane and look around and be like, yep, okay, that's all there is to see.
I hate to break it to you, but you don't get off a plane.
Yeah.
You get off a boat.
Off a boat. Well,
Yeah.
there is an airport there.
Yeah, but it can't. I think it's for traversing
It's a local airport.
Antarctica. Yeah.
Sure.
One of our neighbors was going to go on a freaking scuba diving trip in Antarctica. Like
I would be into that. That would be pretty cool.
Sounds like they're beginning to like a B-list like movie. We're scuba diving for the North Pole because it's underwater.
Right.
It sounds like.
And also, but Antarctica is like
Last way to die. There's no bears there.
Yeah.
So it literally means no bears.
Of course, Antarctica. Yeah.
It's Arctic
from the
ancient language
from
that
the
might also
Ibethan.
be the Ibethan Artek, which means bear. Thank God we don't have fact checkers.
an ant, which means small. So small chance that bears are there.
Yes, so small.
That they're not there at all. So small, not at all.
Let's check back in with the chat. Pins, good to see you. How you doing? Nice stopping by.
I just want to point out that Allison just informed me or informed the chat that did you know that there is an actual Dirty Dancing resort? I need to go there.
There's lots of resorts in the Catskills. I'm gonna throw out a controversial opinion. I've been told it's because I didn't see it until I was an adult, but not a fan of Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen it.
You don't need to. It's not great. I know. Jennifer Grey's super hot in it, but it's when you watch it for the first time at like 30-ish, you're like, this is...
It is problematic.
It's very problematic.
But I just love it.
That's okay.
If you guys could cuddle a seal, what kind would it be?
Easy. So there's these Russian river seals. They're like freshwater seals, and they're like one of the smallest seals. So I think that would just be adorbs.
Russian River like in Russia, not like Russian River like here?
No, like in Russia, yeah. I think. I could be wrong about that, but I'm sure Riddle will correct me if I am.
I would hug. I would cuddle with a vacuum seal because a lot of people say they suck, and I think they deserve better than that. To be honest,
I would cuddle with seal because that "Kiss from a Rose" song is just so
I
romantic.
knew someone else was going to make that joke.
Yeah, that's why I had to get there first.
So, here's the thing. I live in Santa Cruz. We've got a harbor. There's harbor seals. Seals have they've got claws. They're aggressive. They're scary. So I'm going to go with whatever the poster child was for the Don't Club Seals campaign. That tiny little seal pup who was all white and soft and was very cute. And that is the seal that I would cuddle with. at that point, not now, because it's
Yeah.
probably
They get
big.
pretty big.
Probably been, yeah.
I mean, I once did cuddle my friend while she was breaking the seal, because we were both super drunk. So I guess that one then.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She needed a
Wow.
hug, you know? Sometimes that happens.
Wow.
All right. Yes, there was definitely some corrections. The Russian ones are the smallest seals. They live in the lake, and they are the only freshwater seal. And
Oh.
Clara would pick ribbon seal. And Carrie Riddle saying that it was a baby harp seal.
Baby
What do you
heart
think?
seal. Yeah,
That's
it wasn't it wasn't the whatever people think it was. The white furry ones that are they're yeah. It was a harp seal. They're cute.
Allison Kemper.
I will go with you,
agrees-
Allison.
Yeah, agrees to go with Lizzie to the Dirty Dancing Land Hotel.
Yes. I am going to be Patrick Swayze. Oh my gosh. I have wanted to dress up as, and I will do the lifting and I will lift you and we will do the moment. Yes. I love it.
And I'll be there to watch.
Hey, chat, show of hands. How many of you guys would like to watch Jacob play a scary game on stream?
Oh, ooh, I like scary stuff. I think I might be our resident horror movie most favorite person.
I think Daniel is doing that because I am terrified of horror stuff.
Me too, but
and
I
so-
love it.
See,
Sarah would
yeah,
watch
no,
it.
I don't.
And by Riddle. Clara say she'd watch it.
Mhm.
I mean, come on, it's for the fans.
my heartbeat has.
Allison
I-
has
like,
risen.
I
Can
gotta
I-
say, like, my blood pressure is higher just like listening to this right now.
Can
Like,
I ask a question? What are some of the side effects that happen when you experience horror? Like, what can we, like, if, you know, what would a person see?
Anger, fear,
Mm-hmm.
confusion, frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Stages of grief.
Mm.
At least 2 stages of grief.
Yeah, denial.
Denial,
Culpability.
absolutely. And then acceptance. But the acceptance would be the very beginning. Is like, I'm just going to do this. I'm accepting. I'm just going to do this. Then I would be in denial that I couldn't just at any point in time say I'm done. And then I would, the rage, the frustration,
Mhm.
and who knows? You know, I've been known to get so scared that
Pass up?
I was gonna say get aroused, but
Oh.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
practically
I mean,
synonymous.
6 to 1, half a dozen of the other. Am I right?
Yeah, right.
That's what exactly. Thank you.
Well, I have a question, Daniel. When you say
Yeah.
scary, do you mean gory or do you mean like
Jumpy.
I don't
Scary.
scary?
Like
Haunting.
something's hunting you in the house type of scary.
Ooh. That sucks. Not a fan. Not a fan of that.
Republicans.
I mean, well, to your question, Benji. I mean, obviously, we would have to follow Jacob so if we actually got a plane.
Well,
I mean, his reactions would be the priceless ones.
well, here. Let's say, would you guys chat? Show of hands. Would you, or I guess you can't show of hands. This. Would you rather watch me play video games? Hand emojis. But would you rather watch me play a video game or Jace? Me sell yummy cheats. Oh, playing some ghost.
Did you say
game.
yummy sheets?
Yummy shit?
Yummy
Yummy
sheets,
sheets.
baby. Yeah, I've only had one lady call me yummy sheets, and that was before I was a ghost.
I think
Oh, interesting.
if you could maintain your corporeality, you know, your presence on this plane with us, Jimmy Sheets, because I'm
Yes.
not breaking kayfabe. I think that having you join us for this game, I think could be a lot of fun.
Just honestly, Jacob is just a little too scaredy cat, you know. He's okay. He's okay, but like, I mean, you're talking to the guy right here, you know.
I mean, you might be able to tell us about, you know, times when you may have encountered the ghosts in the game before, or your
Mm-hmm.
experiences with some of these things?
Jimmy, what if your friend Kathy came with you? Because Kathy would just love to go to a haunted house with the illustrious Jimmy Sheets. To go to a haunted house with a ghost? My followers would love that.
Jace, well, I would very much like to have a news sheet, and I know you're very crafty, Jace. So maybe we can work out a deal or something. Okay? Yeah.
Crossover event of the century happening right here, folks.
I found at the Goodwill a floral sheet with a large stain on it that looks, hand to God, spitting image of Princess Diana. And I think that could look real good on you, Jimmy.
That sheet brings back
Get
memories.
started.
The memories of a gunshot, stained with blood. Princess Diana bedsheet.
Oh, but she.
I must have
Yeah, she did die in a car crash there. But Bob's not gonna like it if I've got my chest out this much on television. Yeah, bye, people.
Oh, Jacob, you missed.
God damn it! Every time we say don't leave because Jimmy Sheets will show up, and then you just leave every time.
Was the water that important?
Jimmy Sheet.
Yeah,
Just showed
again. Yeah, he did.
Well, yes, water's very important now. I mean, look, I am living. You know, Jimmy doesn't need water, right? Why I do, right? So, I don't know. I swear the guy's following me or something because he knows when I'm off.
He must.
Well, all right. Well, anyway.
I hope someday that someone who is not actively in the troupe is Jimmy Sheets for Halloween. That's how I feel we'll have made it. Is if someone is one of our recurring characters for Halloween. That would be.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody in our chat does it for this Halloween, take a picture and put it in the Discord. Love to see it.
That would be very cool.
Or if you carve a pumpkin that's your friend's themed pumpkin, we'd also love to see that. Also, any pumpkins you carve, I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday.
Coming up.
It's not my favorite. It's my second. Hey!
It's coming up very fast.
I know. I get back from Africa the weekend before Halloween, because Halloween's on a Monday, because leap year is a cruel mistress.
What's your favorite holiday?
I can't blame leap year for this one, but yeah.
Why is Halloween on a Monday bad? Is it because it's a Monday?
Yeah, because
it's when Mondays suck.
Yeah, because when Halloween's on a Wednesday, you get to celebrate the weekend before, because it's acceptable to celebrate Halloween from October 1st through Halloween. So when it's on a weekend or a later in the week, you get more time when it's acceptable. More time when you don't have to be at work.
Clara, personally speaking for myself, I feel seeing a toddler Jimmy Sheets would depress me. I'd like to think that Jimmy Sheets had a full life before he became a ghost.
That's a good point.
But feel free to send the picture anyway.
I think as far as somebody cosplaying Jimmy Sheets, I think that would work. I think he would like that. As long as they try to put on his voice, as long as they try to do it.
That's the real key to the character.
That's the real key.
Go as Jimmy Sheets to Comic-Con, and when everyone if you commit to going as Jimmy Sheets to Comic-Con, we will give you your friend's business cards so you can just pass them out to everyone who's like, "What are you? Your costume's amazing." Because
if you go to Comic-Con as Jimmy Sheets, I will go to Comic-Con as your British aunt.
Wait, you're gonna go to Comic-Con, Lizzie?
Yeah.
I would go to Comic-Con as Feather.
I've always wanted to go to Comic-Con with a group costume where it's like a Chinese dragon style costume, but it's a graboid from Tremors.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know if I would ever go to Comic-Con.
I don't know if we know what Comic-Con is.
I don't. I would not want to go to Comic-Con. It sounds like hell.
It's a
Wait,
giant
what?
convention where people pack in like sardines.
I would like to go to Comic-Con as long as there was a panel that had the writers of the Star Wars comic books on it, because I did theater with one of them when I was a child, and he's wonderful, and I'm really proud of his success, and I would just want to not fuck with him. Like, what's fucking with someone, but in a positive way? When you're like, I'm gonna, you know, ask you questions. Ribbing, but not even, but not like negative ribbing, like positive ribbing.
Joshing.
Oh, can we
Pulling their leg.
different name?
Some Josh history here, I can tell.
No,
Apparently.
it's such a popular name.
Yeah. I've known a few Joshes, and let me tell you, they're all jokesters, those guys. I'm not trying to lump all of them together, but Josh's. It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a wordsmith.
Do we have any other questions? in the chat?
We had one. We had a first date question from Clara. Do you have a favorite movie?
What's your favorite scary movie?
The question.
Wait, does it have to be scary? Can we just do favorite
No,
movie?
no, it's just favorite movie.
Favorite?
Does that make it any easier?
Yes, I know
Honest-
exactly what my favorite movie is.
What's your? You have a
Are you
favorite?
a murderer?
Yes, I do. No,
Lizzie is an alien.
maybe. So,
I've only ever heard like murderers say they have
What's
like
your
absolute favorites like that.
What's your favorite human movie?
my favorite movie of all time is The Birdcage with Robin Williams and I'm
go
so
on.
sorry I don't remember his name, but I know
Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane.
Lane. I'm
yeah.
sorry, Nathan Lane. I deeply apologize.
Nathan Lane, we know you're watching. and
Although
we're
my
so
personal
sorry.
favorite is Agatha. Like, she is the like, I know that movie beginning to end. I can't recite it, but I can talk along with it. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah.
I have seen Birdcage once, and but I remember it being just spectacular.
I love it so
Excellent.
much.
Excellent choice.
Thank you.
Okay, if we're talking about the movie I've watched the most at this point in my life, I mean, I think it's Clueless. I think Clueless might be my favorite, which is weird because I love horror
Have
movies.
fun, Allison.
But I love Clueless, and it aged well. They say the R word a couple of times, but other than that, it actually aged extremely well, which, thank goodness. Yeah.
This is a basic answer, but
Clueless isn't?
but Star Wars 1977. I could watch
classic.
that. I could watch that movie every day of my life, and I almost have. It's just such a classic hero's journey, and it was so pivotal for special effects and filmmaking and inventing a whole new way to make films. Like, it's such a historically relevant thing. And yeah.
It is a Benji, I don't think that's basic. I think that honestly, if you'd said perhaps a more obscure Star Wars film, that would be more basic in my opinion. But no,
My favorite film is the holiday special.
Okay, actually, hang on though.
Liar!
Because there was a movie called The Ewok Adventure that I
Oh yeah,
wore
two of
That
them.
was the
wore out
one,
on
dude!
VHS.
That was the one. I remember watching that as a kid. No one knows what I'm talking about. Yes.
With the girl with the curly blonde hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Thank
Yeah.
you. I knew it existed. I knew it did. Thank you.
But also Carrie Fisher in the original Star Wars, she wasn't that objectified as much as she was in, let's say, Return of the Jedi. But although that had Ewoks, which obviously I love Ewoks. But no, Star Wars is a fucking incredible film. It's so good. And the way, especially the way he made the intro music, he got John Williams to compose the intro music so that it would float seamlessly from the 20th Century Fox theme. What is
that's interesting.
So good.
How about you, Daniel Jacob? Billy Chicken Legs?
Daniel J. Jacob.
Yeah, Dan, do you have one?
Oh, gosh, no, that's too difficult of a question to ask me.
Ooh,
right.
Let's break it down. Non-animated.
I feel feeling
Okay, I know I'm the anime guy, but come on.
No, because I didn't even think about cartoons, and I'm like, oh well, shit. There's.
See, I was thinking like Spirited Away, because that movie makes me feel so good. That's such a good movie. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna answer. I think my go-to movie is always Princess Bride, because Princess Bride is just like the fucking, like, that movie makes me feel like $1,000,000 Like, it takes me on a journey and it delights me every single time I watch that movie. There's something about it that's just pure magic on a screen.
What's your favorite scene?
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
Where you could talk about another movie where you can quote every line with the characters. I mean,
yeah. Daniel, no, you haven't. Have you seen A Princess Bride, Daniel?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it countless times because Gail knew some people that anytime we went to their house, they watched it on repeat.
So, how I said earlier that I didn't like Dirty Dancing, and I recognize that it's possibly because I watched it as a grown-up. The reason that I say that is because when I was in my early 20s, I started dating a person who had never seen The Princess Bride, and was like, and I was like, oh no, you should totally watch it. And he was like, it's fantasy. And he liked fantasy and sci-fi, but he was like, nah, it's a kid's movie. And then his best friend and his best friend's girlfriend were like, no, this is the best movie ever. So the four of us watched it, and afterwards he was like, yeah, I think because I don't have a childhood connection to it, I'm just not into it.
He wanted to
like a real
like it.
Yeah, probably. But he
wanted to not like it.
I mean, the artistry in the sword fight alone. Never mind.
But yeah, obviously,
Christopher Guest is a minor character.
He's my favorite.
As is Billy Crystal.
I mean, yeah.
The movie's magic, and I will physically fight anybody that says otherwise.
If you could play any
Except for you,
character
Daniel.
in that movie, who would you want to play?
Oh, my Inigo Montoya, but not really. I think the real answer is none of them, because I wouldn't do it justice. I wouldn't be able to do it justice. I would want to be like one of the guys that unsuccessfully guards the gate at Princess Buttercup's and Prince Humperdinck's wedding. I would just want to be there. I'm like, that's me, and I'm like run off screen, and so then I can sit back and watch everybody else do their thing.
I would want to. I want to be the albino. Yeah.
Okay. I will add a character that is Miracle Max and Carol Kane's daughter or child.
Ooh, that's fun.
I want to play the sick little boy.
Fred Savage.
Yeah, Fred Savage.
We talked about this before. I think it would be fun to do a Your Friends remake of The Princess Bride.
Oh my god!
I think we could cover the characters pretty well. I think chat, who would play whom.
I don't know who would play whom.
I call Prince Humperdinck.
Yeah, see, perfect casting. Jacob would be Inigo Montoya. Daniel would be
Buttercup.
the giant.
The giant,
Bezic?
yeah. Bezic, yeah.
Bezic.
Do I get to be Wallace Shawn and also Carol Kane?
There will definitely be some double casting, I think.
Whoa.
I was gonna make Davis the Wallace Shawn character.
Oh well, yeah. No, that tracks.
I think that Daniel could also play the Six-Fingered Man.
Yeah.
He said to bluff, which means to bluff.
I'll play the grandpa, and again, I think we'll get Davis to play Fred Savage. Or maybe Daniel. Daniel could play Fred Savage.
I also, though, so I've known Davis for, oh my God, half my life at this point, and I do feel like we could do a good, I'm totally blanking on her name. I think it's Gloria? I want to say Gloria. Miracle, Carol Kane.
Yeah.
I think we could do a great Miracle Max, we could do a good Billy Crystal Carol Kane
fun.
situation.
Totally. Yeah.
Can I play the really elderly king that when Buttercup's like, I'm gonna kill myself tonight, and he's like, that's nice. Can I play him?
That's very nice.
I know, he's so cute. He's so adorable.
She kissed me.
I
I feel like we've got to import talent then for Buttercup. And maybe Wesley?
Should we get Sarah Kaufman to play Buttercup?
Yes, absolutely. Could I be Wesley if Sarah Kaufman's Buttercup?
You have to fight.
Okay, you can be Wesley.
So we got another question here.
I've never seen.
Oh, questions! Yay!
Clara, which is, who's your comedy hero?
Don't have one. Next question.
Carol Kane. Just kidding.
Oh no, she's really good. That's a good choice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a really good choice.
I mean, I wish Tina Fey was Jewish, but also Mindy Kaling.
This is really rare. I just saw this in chat, but I think Riddle volunteered to play Buttercup.
What?
She could absolutely be Buttercup. She got the hair. She's got she's actually kind, but she can be aloof very well. Oof. I see it for you, Riddle. I like it.
Wow. Yeah.
And she'd look killer in that red dress. Just saying.
Comedy hero Gene Wilder.
God, what a good one.
Nice.
What a good choice. Yes.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with that one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Also, I said Carol Kane, but I was Mary Catherine Gallagher, who most people might know as Superstar, which was a repeat Molly Shannon character on SNL for a very long time.
Yep.
And I love that Molly Shannon is such a absolutely beautiful woman, and she is so good at not just being funny, but she does physical comedy very well and isn't afraid to make herself look ugly or weird, and she's just great, and I really like her a lot. And she's I think comes from Catholic stock, so Jews, Catholics got a lot of guilt. I feel like tracks.
Oh man, I can't get over the Gene Wilder one. I was like,
I've got
my brain. Yeah.
Honestly, mine right now would be Sacha Baron Cohen, because I feel like he takes comedy and he has the biggest balls in Hollywood, and no one can tell me otherwise. And he actually does, in my opinion, he opens important conversations with his comedy, and I really respect that.
When he got that senator to agree that a Guns for Kindergarteners program was a good idea, my heart melted. I was like, I love this person.
Because he puts his life on the line for his comedy, and I respect the heck
Really
out of that.
does.
Yeah.
Or a country's dignity on a line as well. I mean, he'll just I know. I do like Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh, I'm forgetting Gallagher too.
Of course. Yeah. Pioneer.
Yeah.
Donald Glover for more recent. Yeah, I've always liked his performances.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Pie.
Oreo cookie.
Sure.
Or
I mean,
mint chip.
Tillamook makes a really good Marionberry pie ice cream.
Ooh.
It's amazing.
Favorite. I'm gonna go ahead and say Earl Grey. I love Earl Grey ice cream so much. Really?
Yes, I was gonna say. So I've had this Earl Grey tea ice cream that wasn't. It's not too sweet, and I feel like that's a big problem for me with ice cream is that it's often very, very sweet. And I've had this Earl Grey ice cream, and it's just delicious. And it's got like the tea flavor, which is lovely, and then the bergamot, and it's just like it's like a floral. It's a citrus, but it doesn't taste. It tastes more floral. It's very good.
Herbal.
For me, I actually worked a year at Mary Ann's Ice Cream in Santa Cruz. Shout out to them. They're awesome.
Shout out Mary Ann's.
No disrespect to Mary Ann's. It
Love
turned
that.
out to be a huge mistake for me to work there for a year for personal reasons because I have a problem with ice cream. But I discovered my favorite flavor of ice cream, which is Mary Ann's Mandarin chocolate. It's nice.
I have never had that one, and my grandpa was a big Mary Ann's fan and got it all the time.
Yeah, it's because it's like if you have ever had those chocolate oranges that you get at Christmas, that is what that ice cream tastes exactly like that, and it's so good. Yeah.
I really like their Mexican chocolate.
That's pretty good too. Yeah.
Okay. Out of curiosity, their Mexican chocolate, is it Mexican because it has chili in it?
It's Mexican because it has cinnamon and chili in it.
See, the chili thing always gets at me because,
Is that chili?
growing up Mexican,
It just has cinnamon.
yeah, cinnamon's right. Cinnamon and some vanilla.
When I think of Mexican chocolate, I think of cinnamon chocolate. I don't think of spicy.
That's what gets me, right? I grew up in a Mexican household, drinking Mexican hot chocolates and stuff like that.
Yum.
In Mexican, you go in the candy store that has Mexican candy, you don't see chocolate with chilies in it, but for some reason you throw chili in there, you go, oh look, Mexican chocolate. I'm like, some tamarindo would be more appropriate.
Chamoy, maybe? Well, no, would you put chamoy with chocolate? You wouldn't.
Chamoy's kind of a new thing for me, so I'm not sure where that would fall.
Daniel, I want to see how authentic my mom was. So when I was little, she'd make me Mexican hot chocolate, and she got this. She made it from a thing. It was a circle.
Abuelita.
Yeah, maybe
It's called an
in like a yellow. It came in like a yellow thing, I think, and it was like a circle. And it would come
It's
in
either
wedges.
Ibarra or Abuelita. They're both very similar in their presentation, except one has a grandma on the cover.
I'm pretty sure this one had a grandma on the cover.
Then yeah, that's probably the best one.
Okay. Good job, Melissa. Yeah, she's not watching, but that was my favorite. Also, when you're a kid, cinnamon is kind of spicy.
No, in fact, there you go. Yeah.
Oh my god! There she is!
Yeah.
Nice.
Abuelita!
Always stocked.
That's delicious.
Really good.
Just throw a little bit of tapatio on the top of that. Bing, bada, boom.
No.
Daniel's face.
I mean, if you're gonna do anything, I would suggest maybe tahini.
That's my new favorite summer life hack is any fruit popsicle.
Oh yeah. That's good then. That's good.
I also got low sodium tahini, which feels a little bit like a travesty, but honestly, I kind of like it because it's.
So I just like last week, I fresh squeezed orange juice, and I just put them into popsicle molds, and I made just like fresh squeezed oranges,
That's
popsicles.
smart.
I was imagining they were gonna I was gonna have to do something. They were gonna taste that good, because of the way they freeze or something like that. Dude, they were fire, man.
Yeah.
They were so banging.
Ladies,
Put a little bit of salt to release electrolytes.
Oh, I should have done that. It's a good
I've
idea.
been eating oranges in the shower. I should be eating freaking orange juice popsicle. That's smart.
Okay, wait. Why are you eating in the shower?
Okay,
Orange.
you get it
because
all over and then it.
There's just something very primal and fun about having snacks in weird places, and I just like eating fruit in the shower sometimes.
You've never had a shower
fun.
beer, Daniel?
That's a different story.
Uh,
Shower beer is a different
Actually,
story.
don't think I have.
Yeah.
I don't
you
usually
know-
think about bringing things into the shower with me. It's not usually
That's what
my
makes
thought
it so
process goes,
naughty.
Yeah.
And it's not even naughty. Like, it's just
I'm
like
just so
natural. Like
basic.
raccoon. I'm like a little human raccoon in there. I can, eat my grapes. I can eat my orange. Like, it's
I used to-
Are you doing like
weird.
the raccoon hands too? the, like, grabbing?
Sometimes.
I used to love an
That's for
orange in
fun,
the bath
yeah.
when I was a kid. And
Exactly.
I've done that for a long time, and I feel
Thank
like
you. And also, you can actually rub the orange peel all over and it's a good exfoliator, and you smell nice after. Yeah, it's good. So there.
I will say, although I haven't done it with an orange, the same ex-boyfriend who did not like the Princess Bride did teach me that I could eat a grapefruit peeled like a citrus, like not like cut in half, which was a very difficult step for me to break through. But I did that I forgot that I could do that, and I did it the other day, and I did that, and it got on my arm, and so I was like, I gotta wash it. And I was like, I should just eat this while I shower, and that was a wonderful experience.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Clara. Lizzie does know how to live. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You know, I'm convinced. Next time I go in the shower, I'm gonna take some cheese.
I'm telling you, man. No,
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn it. No. You
What?
can't
Those
eat
are
anyway.
messy. Those are a good
Oh, you
exfoliator.
want some?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I'm gonna go with a whole peeled pineapple.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Oh.
Good idea.
I could eat a peach for days.
Uh-huh.
days.
I'm
For
sure.
that is.
I could eat a peach for days. Yeah.
I have a question for the chat, which I'm sure I've asked before, so maybe I shouldn't ask it again, but I'm going to anyway. Okay, so traditionally, Face Off is Nick Cage and John Travolta.
Mhm.
And apart from either both of those people, who would you want to see in Face Off?
Ezra Miller and Jared Leto.
Oh, that's facing off time.
What is Face Off?
It's a movie where John Travolta and Nick Cage swap faces.
Where
They
Nick
play
Cage does
each
one of his
other.
best O faces ever.
It is. What they do is they take their face off,
Off.
and then they put it on the other person's
Mhm.
face.
Yep, totally.
It is but for some reason, also their bodies morph and become like the other person. So
Like
Danny
Darkman.
DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh, Darkman.
obviously.
Sure.
Wait, who and who?
Twins off.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really into Arnie anymore, though.
Oh, okay. I like his donkeys. They're cute.
All the Hollywood Chris's in a four-way face-off.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
They just move one to the left.
Salma Hayek and Penelope Cruz.
Oh.
Wow.
It's okay if you need to turn your camera off, Jacob, for just, a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Jacob Ellis and Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, I would watch that.
See, I think you guys are all missing out.
Damn that man's jawline.
I just want to point out that I think you are all missing out the strategy behind this. Because for me, I'm swapping Kim Kardashian with Bernie Sanders. Genius. Telling you, the marketing would save the planet.
But I don't think either of them could. No, I would pay money to see that. I'd pay money for that. Yeah. Oh, I'm into it.
Now I'm imagining Face Off, but it's with Bert and Ernie. And you could actually just, cut it out and swap it to the other puppet.
Screw you, Bert.
Oh, that's my favorite form of Gift of the Magi is hands down the one from the Sesame Street Christmas special where Ernie sells Rubber Ducky to get Bert a container for his paper clips, and Bert sells his paperclip collection to get a soap dish for Rubber Ducky. And that is also, I believe, was my introduction to Gift of the Magi. And my love for that film is no snow bounds.
Did you see that the long lost episode of Sesame Street with was it Linda Hamilton who played the Wicked Witch?
Margaret Hamilton.
Margaret Hamilton. That episode has been found in its entirety. A copy of it resides at the Library of Congress, and it's been screened a couple times, and somebody leaked it on the internet at one point. So it's out there somewhere, the full length episode with the Wicked Witch, as playing the Wicked Witch.
Wow.
I would also like to know who in the Jim Henson puppet universe are Sesame Street or Muppets?
The hints they are technically Muppets.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
They're in the Hensonverse. Who would you? But like larger than like I'm gonna edit it down from like Labyrinth, but like Muppets and Sesame Street. We can have that general pool wherever Kermit also exists. Which Muppet are you? Like which Muppet do you? Audience, which Muppet do you think each of your friends is? Also, which Muppet are you?
Good question.
And like gender, we don't need gender in this.
I was thinking about this the other day. I think Davis might be Oscar the Grouch.
Really?
Might.
I think he's one of the he also has a little bit of when Kermit lost his memory, and so he was Phil in the
business
Phil?
frogs.
A business frog. Yeah, I think that also sometimes is him a little bit. Also, he's got. I mean, I think we've all got a little Fozzie in us because we all love a laugh.
I mean, I feel like I could just be obvious. I feel like I'm a nice Miss Piggy, I would say.
I don't know. I've seen you dropkick people in the backstage.
Yeah.
I've certainly thought of. Dropkick is the least of our problems if we're going into what my imagination does. But,
yeah. I say, if anything, Davis is closer to Miss Piggy.
I think I said we all have a little Fozzie in us because I think I might be Fozzie. I think I'm a cross between Fozzie and Animal.
Just looking for that validation, maybe. Yeah.
And I also,
I think I identify with Scooter.
Oh, I like Scooter.
Nice.
Scooter's good, man. Sorry about your dead sister.
What?
Skeeter. Scooter's sister, Skeeter.
She died? Is that canon?
Well, she only exists in the Muppet Babies show.
Yeah.
Well,
She's not around anymore.
I absolutely watched that.
Wow.
the elephant with the long eyelashes?
Oh, Snuffleupagus.
Yeah.
Snuffleupagus, yeah.
Snuffleupagus.
Imaginary.
Snuffleupagus.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's another banned episode of Sesame Street where Snuffleupagus's parents get divorced.
Oh
I did
Wait.
ban that.
Okay, so
Why?
is this before or after he became an actual character instead of just an imaginary character? Because if Big Bird's having an imaginary character with imaginary parents that get divorced, Big Bird needs to go to therapy.
Big Bird working through some stuff.
Yeah, it's true. That's what Sesame Street teaches us.
Are
What
we
about
missing
you, Jacob?
questions?
I don't know. I didn't really watch Sesame Street growing up, so
Or what about Muppets in general?
no, I didn't watch any of it. So
Okay, which VeggieTale character would you be then, Jacob? I know you
Oh.
watched that.
I certainly be. I mean, I like to think I'm a Larry the Cucumber, but probably I'm closer to a Junior the Asparagus. I was
That's what Riddle just said.
really
Yeah,
Junior the Asparagus.
you're the asparagus.
Wow. Yeah.
I
Jacob,
couldn't.
I'm sorry I made that face. I think I take it for granted sometimes that growing up with a puppeteer as a grandma, as a nana who lived, 5 minutes away from us and basically half raised me, I am overly judgmental of people who did not watch the Muppets when they were growing up.
Nah, screw those people.
Recognizing my
Just kidding.
puppet privilege.
Yeah, I just didn't grow up in a family where we consumed any meaningful content,
Smart.
and so I was just told to go outside, ride my bike, and come back later. And so that's what I did. So I didn't watch TV, I didn't watch movies, I didn't listen to music. I was just like outside, digging holes in my neighbors' yards,
Poking dead
And-
bodies.
and like just vandalism. Just your normal small town stuff.
Honestly, that was probably more productive.
No.
I don't know. I got to listen to a lot of Barbra Streisand with a puppet on my hand, learning how to make it look like it was actually singing.
That's a valuable life skill.
Ooh.
Yeah, let me guess.
Mm-hmm.
You open your hand up as the sounds are coming out of Barbra Streisand's
But it's
Well,
but you
you
see,
need
No,
to
it's
I-
not
understand what
just
vowel sounds they're making.
yeah. You have to talk and actually make it look like they're saying something, and breathing is important too. It's a challenging.
No,
skill.
certainly. I do wish I tried to watch Sesame Street and like catch up on it, but as an adult, but it was like it wasn't happening.
Is there
Just wasn't
a
gonna
guide
work.
like where can I
Yeah.
jump into the Sesame Street to like catch up? Can I like skip
Yeah.
episodes, or is it what's the watch guide?
Watch the Sesame Street Christmas special, and it will give you basically everything you need to know. Also, The Great Muppet Caper and Muppets Take Manhattan,
I mean, the movies.
they hold up hardcore. Yeah.
Original movies
Not
are good.
Sesame Street, but
I have a quick question because Riddle brought up that Sweetums is her favorite.
oh,
Who is Sweetums? Because I'm not remembering you
this is the
Sweetums.
big,
It's a big hairy monster.
guy
Oh.
who runs after the Studebaker
Okay,
the Muppet movie.
that's cool.
Well, Jacob, I'd say if you were a Muppet, you'd probably be Gonzo.
Would I be Gonzo?
You would be Gonzo. Also,
Like Super Grover. I'm a fan of Super Grover.
Super
Mm.
Grover, I could see Super Grover and Gonzo, both blue, but with a tinge of, weirdly, also blue, the blue member of Dr. Teeth, of the Electric Mayhem, whose name I am blanking on, but I want to say it's
Roy?
Bob.
Is it Roy?
Are you sure I'm not Beaker?
It was not a
Wait a
big.
second. I thought you didn't watch any of this.
Yeah,
stuff.
I know a couple of names. I knew Sweetums. I know Beaker. I can't picture Gonzo. I know who Grover is.
He's got the
and
big
main ones.
nose.
Grover.
He's the one that's
Oh, that's
married to a
Gonzo.
chicken. Yeah.
That's Gonzo.
Grover is a good show.
Right on. And that's all I know.
I could see
I
Daniel
believe-
as Dr. Teeth.
Oh, it's Zoot. Zoot is
of course.
Zoot.
Of course.
Floyd is and well, I was actually weirdly confusing them because I just learned something that I did not know. Okay, so Zoot is the blue one, and Sergeant Floyd Pepper is the one with the sideburns. So apparently, there was a pilot for the Muppet Show, the TV show, in 1975 that was called The Muppet Show: Sex and Violence.
What?
Nice.
Which, I mean, is great. That's just
Wow.
that's yeah.
There's
yeah.
there's an old clip. This is a non sequitur. There's an old clip of Fozzie and Kermit presenting at the Puppeteer Guild Awards, where they break the fourth wall, that they acknowledge the fact that they are puppets, and it's like, you know, a cardinal sin of puppeteering to break that wall, but they acknowledge it on stage as they're presenting the puppeteering awards. It's a pretty good clip. It's on YouTube somewhere.
Right on.
There's another one of it's not breaking the fourth wall, but it's downtime, and it's Kermit riffing, but it's just downtime improv that the puppeteer is doing, and it's obviously Jim Henson because it's Kermit. It's amazing. It's amazing because it's like very cash, and also it's like Kermit being out of character. And that's what I go for when I do puppets.
There's some good clips of like Elmo on the Tonight Show that are a little bit like that, where they're in a very different context.
I mean, Elmo on Sesame Street with Rocco. Just losing.
Have you guys seen like outtakes, of Elmo? With like, I know there's an outtake of Elmo and Robin Williams, or I believe that's the one I'm thinking of, which was hilarious. And Ricky Gervais and Elmo as well, and I love those outtakes.
Did you know that the clip with Kermit and that little girl, and Kermit's trying to get the little girl to say the alphabet song, and she keeps interrupting by saying Cookie Monster? Did you know that wasn't scripted?
Yeah, I imagine that probably.
Yeah, that little girl is just interrupting with Cookie Monster, and Henson is just rolling with it. And he's such a good performer.
Well,
there are actors who in their writer won't perform with children or animals.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
What if you only want to perform with children and animals? Because I would.
Then you shouldn't be in Hollywood.
Okay.
Blacklisted. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's. Dang, see, you can't say anything. Nothing can be pure anymore. It's all fudged up and gross.
I only want to.
Bye, Clara.
Bye, Clara.
Ooh.
Thanks for joining. All right. Well, on that note, should we?
Well, do we have any more questions that we want to do like a speed round of answers for?
We've been answering the questions.
I
mean, yes, and I have a question for you, Carrie.
That was
how do you look so good all the time?
That's a good question.
It's a combination of insecurity and genetics.
All right. Bye, Clara.
From here on out, you may only speak in questions.
Okay.
And if you fail to speak in questions,
do we have to leave the stream?
You have to leave the stream.
Can I leave now?
Have we started?
Would it be weird if we did this once a day?
Is that possible schedule-wise?
Do you think people liked this format?
Do we think we had enough people to get an accurate data sample?
I think I'm smart enough to know what a data sample is.
Do you think we're going to get demonetized for talking about the Muppets so much?
Aren't we already demonetized?
Have we ever been monetized?
Anybody else have a beer?
What kind of beer are you drinking?
Could you bring me a beer?
Of course I do. But you didn't want any.
What kind of beer are you drinking, Daniel?
It's a porter.
Oh, is it good?
Daniel.
Yeah.
Porters are the dark ones?
Isn't Porter a college?
Are you
Yes.
talking about UCS?
You went to college?
Did I? Yes, I did.
So did I.
How long can this go on for?